I'm Sarah Burtch with Brockvilleist News, and here are your top headlines today, June 19th, 2025. A group of Upper Canada District School Board students are sharing the impact of a life-changing educational experience through a new documentary that chronicles their 10-day tour of the First World War battlefields in Europe. 16 students involved in the We Were Here History Project, a partnership between the Hill 70 Memorial Group and the UCDSB, launched their 20-minute documentary in early June. As the city of Brockville prepares to welcome thousands of visitors to its waterfront for the Tall Ships Festival this weekend, festival goers are advised to plan ahead and make the most of this celebration of maritime heritage. To make sure you have the best weekend possible, we have outlined some logistics and important information that you need to know. Read more at brockvilleist.com. Brockville police say that on May 10th, officers on proactive patrol identified a man who was wanted for breaching conditions of a court-issued release order. When officers approached, the man allegedly released a large dog and issued commands for it to attack the officers. James Morris, age 44 of Smith Falls, has been charged with assaulting a peace officer with a weapon, obstructing a peace officer, and failing to comply with a release order. A 21-year-old woman from Brockville is now facing several charges following a violent incident last Friday morning that ended with an assault on a police officer. The woman, who was currently on probation, was heavily intoxicated and began causing a disturbance when a concerned friend attempted to escort the woman home. However, the woman's level of intoxication led to the situation escalating quickly. She fled the scene before officers could arrive, but after a search, she was found and arrested. Upon being arrested, the woman began resisting, and while being removed from the police vehicle, she allegedly kicked an officer in the face. Police arrested the same woman twice within hours on June 15th following two unrelated disturbances in downtown Brockville. At around 3:45 p.m., officers responded to a disturbance on King Street West near RBC after a woman reportedly yelled at, spat on, and threatened a woman and her child who were sitting in a parked vehicle. She was released from custody later that afternoon, and around 7 p.m., police were called to a second disturbance at the Proxy gas station, where the same woman entered the store, went behind the counter, and struck an employee. She then picked up a bag of firewood and began swinging it around, challenging the staff to fight her. A second employee who tried to intervene was also assaulted. The town of Smith Falls is encouraging residents to report vandalism following a recent rise in graffiti across public and private property. Town officials say thousands of dollars are spent each year on graffiti removal and property restoration, funds that could otherwise support community programs or infrastructure projects. For more on these stories and other local news, visit brockvilleist.com. Use my code SarahB2025 for 10% off your subscription. Thank you for supporting local news.